Where is your favorite place to travel and why?
Are you talking about me personally?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Random doors opening.
That wasn't me, it was the ghost.
Oh, I'm sure. My favorite place to travel. I'm a nature girl. I love traveling in nature. I love like doing road trips and basically like opening up the map and being like, okay, there, let's go. So that's always fun. But there's two places, at least in the United States, that I've really enjoyed. One being Acadia National Park up in Maine, which is unbelievably gorgeous. Unreal.
During the winter, it's a little cold.
It's freezing. Unbelievably
very windy.
freezing.
And you can start taking 1 or 2 pictures and your hand freezes.
Yeah, I bet.
But yes, during the summer, it's much better.
Yeah, I went in the fall and spent a weekend there. It was actually over my anniversary with my girlfriend. And it rained the entire weekend, and it was such a fantastic time. It was gorgeous. So we're going back there again this this summer. And I love Bryce Canyon in Utah, which is another beautiful place. Kind of magical, actually. Have you ever been there?
No, not yet.
Oh. Not yet.
Not yet.
Exactly.
Now that I know about it.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's if you do end up going that way, you have to go and see sunrise because it just turns the rocks like this unbelievable red, and it looks like there's like faces carved in the rock, and it's unbelievable. It's just gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, and the you know bristlecone pine trees. Have you ever heard of these? They smell like butterscotch or vanilla, depending on if like you scratch inside their bark, and it smells like butterscotch or vanilla.
Really?
Ponderosa pine? Maybe it's ponderosa pine. Yeah, awesome. So cool.
That's awesome. It's weird.
Yeah, it's fun. And then probably outside of here, although I had a slightly tormented period of time there, I was a classics major in college. Speaking of slightly tormented, I went to Greece for a while and worked on an archaeological dig there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know I'm in nonprofit work, so go figure. And I absolutely loved Corinth. I thought that Corinth was beautiful. And Nafplion was gorgeous. So, those are really fun places.
Neat. What's your favorite type of music?
Oh, anything. I mean, really, like, classical or anything that has a really good beat to dance to, or I'm actually a member of a drag group called Out of Sync. We're a boy band. So we perform, like, in sync tunes and things like that, which I have a soft spot in my heart for, I must admit.
When are they getting back together?
Oh, I know. I just keep waiting. Like, we're running out of songs, come on. Like, now we're going to have to go to Backstreet or something. It'll be terrible.
Oh, no.
I know, heaven forbid. So, that's my guilty secret. Let's see, I love country. I love, like, dyke, folky, chick, rock kind of stuff. Melissa Farrick and Katie Curtis and Doria Roberts and Ani and, you know, all the rest of this. Let's see, what else? You know, it really depends on the music. I wouldn't limit myself to one category, really. I think sometimes, like, one single song, one polka song is like the best thing, and it sums up my entire life at that moment, and man, it'll be my favorite song. That hasn't really happened yet, actually.
Yes, there is that polka song out there. It's just waiting for you. This is a very loaded question, but what does happiness mean to you?
I think happiness means peace in some ways, but at the same time, it's hard to describe in words. It's much more of just like a gut feeling for me of these moments where it's just this kind of completely calm, centered, bubbling over joy and like love of everything around and just beauty.
What about community? What does community mean to you?
It's interesting. They're pretty connected in a lot of ways. It's very much the same sort of feeling. Community is slightly more loaded because I have my frustrations at times with the community, particularly doing the work that I do. And because it can be extremely closed-minded and extremely closed and extremely cliquey and all the rest of that. In the best sort of sense, I think the community would bring that sort of happiness, and it's a real, I see it as a real strength and a real kind of a number of people, not necessarily all believing the same thing, but all working towards a common sort of goal, and being willing to stand together and being willing to support each other on that.
If there's one thing you could change about the world, what would it be?
One thing?
Yes, only one thing.
You are limiting it.
We go from very broad to very specific.
It's so funny. It makes me think of when I was in like 3rd grade or something like that. Like, you could have 3 wishes. What would you wish for? World peace. And one thing I could change about the world. It's so funny because I keep on thinking too, like, you know, getting rid of money, which would get rid of greed, but it wouldn't, and that's the hard part. Just realizing that sometimes. No quick fix. I think that changing the world is a hard sort of thing to talk about because it means changing people. At least in my definition of the world at this point. And I think that one of the best things that I could think of in order to do that and still not, I mean, I also recognize the fact that I'm sitting here in Vermont, like, little Miss White, queer, whatever, like, and culturally that's a totally loaded question. But I guess I would wish that people would, before acting, have kind of like the ramifications of what they do in mind. And all of the ramifications in the sense that it wouldn't necessarily stop them from doing whatever they're doing, but just having kind of the foresight to stop and think about that.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I was gonna say I wouldn't get so angry sometimes, but I'm actually pretty comfortable with my anger, I think. I think it's a lot of the time a real, like, driving force. One thing about myself. Be a little bit more organized. My room would be clean. Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable with myself as I am right now. I don't think there's much I would change.
That's excellent.
Technicolor hair. That'd be kind of cool.
Technicolor.
Yeah, I've never dyed my hair. I should do that. I should change that.
Bright purple.
I was actually thinking orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
Bright
I don't know
orange.
if I have the complexion though.
To do orange? You might look a little washed out.
I know. I'll wait till the summer.
You get a nice tan, orange tan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can just take tanner and kind of put it in your hair.
I could do that.
That way, if it looks bad, you can tell people, oh, I just do some little self tanner and it went a little crazy.
It'd be great.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. It was really great.
Well, that's really cool. I look forward to being able to see where your travels take you and all the rest.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.